Yes, it's that time of night. We're going to start off with question and answers, and it's 21. Can you believe we're up to 21? This is so awesome. So let's start with the first question. It's a typical day off. Where do you go and what do you do? Um, if it's not raining, then I'm outside, probably mowing the yard, checking the tomato vines, checking on everything that I planted, and hopefully coming up we're going to get some flowers to put in the pots out there because I love flowers and we have lots of empty pots. I get that from Grandma, and it bothers me that she's not here to help plant this year. So definitely going to get on to the top of that. If it's raining, we're going running our errands, stuff that we need, and then back here to home. Isn't that exciting? Number 2. Where would you spend all of your time if you could? Um, I'm a thrift shopper, so I would probably say examining every aisle in like a Goodwill or a thrift store of some sort rather than going to these name brand stores because you can find some quality stuff at the thrift store. And many times I've gone to the thrift store and the price tag is still on these clothing. So, just don't go thrift store. You don't know what you can find unless you can walk your little happy butt in there. What are you most likely to be remembered for? Being a good friend, not only to animals and family members, but to friends. Um, Also, going the extra mile for people. Like when we did have an office and worked from it, I would make sure, like their birthdays, they had a little gift or a little card to go with the gift. Um, or when we had Christmas and we would get like this list, I would probably try to get an item instead of getting one item from each. Pick one item and not go above 20. That one last year that we did that, I remember getting a basket and getting items for each and every little thing. It may have not been expensive what I bought, but it was still the thought that counts, the thought that I put into the gift. And that's basically what I was going for. What are you absolutely determined to do? Adopt. I want to be a mom so bad that I can taste it. So, adopt. What do you wish you knew more about? Um, you know, there's some things we shouldn't know more about, and we should just be grateful for unanswered questions, I guess. But to me, I like to examine every aspect of something and to the point that I over examine or overkill it. And sometimes there's questions that I'll never have answers to, and I would like to have more answers to unanswered questions. What question can you ask to find out the most about a person? You know, um, I believe that if you're going to ask the most about a person, ask them about what grade school they went to. Talk to me about what grade school you went to and what was your favorite teacher, what was your favorite class in grade school. I don't want to know about junior high. I don't want to know about high school. I want to know what made you tick in grade school. Surely there was more than just recess. You know, uh, for me, Bennett was my grade school, and I can tell you that the close knitness that we had as a class K through 6 in that one building is something that kids don't get nowadays. And I feel sorry for them. And I feel like that it really is a lack of being more of a close knit community because, yeah, we're a small town, but you know what? When we were all in one classroom, you know, I dang well bet you there wasn't anybody. Of course, we didn't have technology like y'all do today. Um, and our teachers were very, on top of it. I can remember the teachers then and just all the way through up, K through 6 at Bennett. And, each class gave me memories, and I'm grateful for those memories. So that's what I would say. When was the last time you changed your opinion or belief about something major? Two things. Um, One thing would be that love does not happen for everybody, so therefore you have to adopt. And that's through all the pain that I have suffered. Also, seeing what my grandma went through, I'm not big on doctors now. Maybe that's one reason I'm so against going to this new doctor who took over for Dr. Cabas. I never even went to Dr. Cabas after Dr. Michael left because I just didn't care for his attitude. And now we have this new female doctor, and I guess my grandpa adores the heck out of her, and grandma never got to meet her. So everybody's like, you should give her a chance. And I'm like going, well, if I'm sick, I would go to a doctor, but at this point, I'm not sick, so I don't see a reason for it. And I know people say, you got to go before you get sick, you know. But I'm at the point I don't trust too much. What inspires you to be better? I would say, to be better, you have to honestly think about what you want for the future and what you want out of the future. Yeah, I know that my weight is fluctuating, but that's part of my PCOS, A. B, I don't work out as much as I used to. But C, you know what? You kind of work out in different ways and work around it when you don't do a workout. And, you know, Grandma would used to say, well, if you do all the housework, that's a workout within itself. So maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. In what situation or place would you feel the most out of place? It's kind of like that Friends in Low Places song. I've never been a high society dame, and I'm more of a country girl, so probably that would make me feel out of place. What is something you will never, ever do again? Fall in love. Love makes you stupid. It makes you do stupid and crazy things. It makes you believe in the impossible, that it's possible. And, you know, to me, I'm better off just raising a kid on my own without the problems of, oh, what's he doing now? Or can I trust him? Or is he out with somebody new? Or, you know, I see the questions you all ask me, and I've experienced some of that firsthand, and I can tell you it's not a good feeling. What are some events in your life that made you who you are? My parents' divorce, I would say, made me the person that I am today. Also, to every relationship that you go through is a learning experience, makes you who you are. You try to learn from everything, the good, the bad, and the indifferent, and you just move forward. What do you spend the most time thinking about? Right now, my tooth. I kid you not. I have had lots of nightmares about it, a lot of scenarios that actually wake me up, sometimes 2 hours early before I have to get ready for work. And I go to the bathroom, go back to bed, and then there's another dream about my tooth. And I know I may be thinking about it too much, but there's been so many different opinions that it's like, you know, so I don't know. What do you wish your brain was better at doing? Math. I am terrible at math. I will tell you that right now. In fact, I don't even keep a ledger in my checkbook. I have to call the bank to get balance on my bank account because I'm like going, okay, this is what it should be. And then I call the bank and they're like, no. What are you addicted to? Peanut butter. Omega-3 Jif. It is no joke. I will put it on a tablespoon and I will be like licking that thing clean because I crave the peanut butter right now. I don't understand it. Probably because in a few weeks or days now, I won't be able to have that. So it's probably like a big luxury, you know. What dumb accomplishment are you most proud of? I got the first virtual divorce. I'm working on the second, but I got the first. So I'm pretty proud of that. What is something you never seem to finish? Right now, I'm reading a book, and I'm struggling to read it because it's a bad book. And, you know, I know they say don't waste your time because it's so precious and all that stuff, but I'm one of these, if I start something, by golly, I'm going to finish it no matter how bad it is. And I'm reading this book that it could be a lot better. As you get older, what are you becoming afraid of? A lot of things. Of course, you all know that I firsthand was the caregiver for my grandma. So I got to see her health, and it makes me think of my future. What's in store for me? And then I have also fear of, I hate to say it, but being alone. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, if I have to do this kid raising by myself, will the kid respect me and love me enough to take care of me and not put me in a home? And I wouldn't want to be a burden, So I guess it's just everything that everybody usually thinks of, right? If life is a game, like some people say, what are some of the rules? Life is a board game, but and I know what the song you're talking about, like the games people play. To me, I don't think that life is a game. I think it's an adventure, though. And I think that every day that we live is a gift from God, and therefore we can't predict it. We can't forecast it. Like the weather, we can't, be like, okay, this is what's going to happen, and we're going to control every bit of it. And I should know that firsthand. Many times I've tried to control my life, and many times it spins right out of control. So therefore, I don't think that life comes with any rules, and I don't think that it is a game. What is something that your friends consider, quote, so you, end quote? Sometimes just the way I speak, when I say y'all, and they'll say, Donna, you're in Illinois, not in the South, or if the way I eat, which has gotten to be very funny lately because I cut my pieces up when I'm on lunch hour to fine pieces. So it's just very fine because I'm scared of getting it caught in that tooth because I'm not supposed to chew on that side and I can only chew on the right side. So I'm like going, did I chew on the right? Did I chew on the left? Oh my God. I'm constantly thinking. And sometimes, like I said, I'm my own worst enemy when I overthink, but always thinking. And I don't know. That's where they would probably say that it's so me that I feed outside cats and I have a great big heart and I see the best in everybody and I don't like to look for mistakes or flaws. So that would be so me. What risks are worth taking? I think being a mom is worth being the greatest risk you can take. Close second would be being a wife, of course. And being able to trust in order to be that wonderful wife and the greatest mom on earth is something probably that entails in order to accomplish all that. But if you're like me and you've been hurt a lot of times, then you're willing just to sacrifice being a wife and be like, okay, I just want to give a child the best life that the child can possibly have, and I will adopt that child. That's where I'm at. Okay, we've done 20 questions, believe it or not. It is time for relationship advice number 9. I have gotten such rave reviews from you all and some great comments back that I should share with you one of these nights from all the people that I've helped. And it's amazing that sometimes my advice actually works. And I always say that being the outside third party, providing that extra outside view and being like, whoa, you're not doing it wrong, but let me help you so you do it better. And I think that helps them. So stay tuned. We're doing relationship advice next.